Man, another fantastic fucking quad workout. You believe me? That was such a good workout. I tried to leave my fucking phone plugged in there, man. Crazy. But we killed it. We killed it. We had a bomb-ass workout. I got some really good footage, I think, for you guys. So, man, you know, I know this shit just started, but like, share, subscribe, comment. Give me some feedback, y'all. Give me some feedback. I gotta know what you guys think, man. How's your boy doing? You feeling it? You not feeling it? What kind of content you want? You know what I mean? It's all kind of shit I think about, man. You know, I don't just do this for myself. A big part of it is for me. You know what I mean? But a big part is sharing, especially personal life experiences, man, and like a journey. It ain't about me, dog. It ain't about me. You know, I do reap benefits. This shit is hella fun, you know. It would be nice someday if I made my living at shit like this. Yeah, I would love it, man. You know what I mean? But it's about giving, man. It really is, man. With me, it's about giving, man. Like I was talking about in my introduction, there's so much about this sport that I feel needs to be given. You know what I mean? It needs to be given. You know, especially to people that are just getting in, man, just trying to get in shape, just trying to learn. You know what I mean? If you guys are out there, and especially if you're making money, man, if you're lucrative and you're already making a living, you know, sponsor a few people, man. You know what I mean? I know a guy right now, his name's Ken. I don't want to put his last name out there. I don't know how he feels about me putting his name in footage, but I'll just say his name is Ken. He's got 35 plus years in the game, man. You know what I mean? I've met him once, and he's really good friends with a really good friend of mine. And one thing I do is I trust my good friend's judgment. And from everything that I've experienced with this guy, what I've seen him help happen in my friend's life, there's nothing short of phenomenal, man. This guy's got an amazing heart. He's just a killer dude. But my point is, what he does is from what I understand, he's got a certain amount of athletes, you know what I mean, that he just take under his wing every year, and sponsors, and, you know, helps him with prep and, you know, uniforms and just, you know, I mean, you name it, man. And it is those kinds of people that really make a difference, that should be celebrated more. And the crazy thing is we, as a society, the genuine people with good hearts are taught not to rejoice in those kind of, you know what I mean, not to celebrate those kind of victories and those kinds of things that they do for people, you know. And on one hand, I get it. You don't want to be a braggart, and you know what I mean, like, oh, look at what I do for people. But I feel like people like that, man, should be celebrated, man. The things that they do fucking matter. Anyway, man, back to my point. Take a cat under your wing, man. Show him the ropes. Help him learn. You know what I mean? You're gonna make such a fucking difference in that person's life, man. And overall, if that's all you do in your entire life is enrich the life of one other person, homie, you did it. You've done it, man. You've done it. You know what I mean? That one selfless act. You know what I mean? Because that person may be the one that grows up and helps many, or inspires many, and goes on to do great things. And it's because you sparked the seed, man. You know what I mean? You help cultivate that shit in that person. That's why you've always got to be a giver, man. Because you never know. And not only that you never know, but it enriches you at the same time, man. And where the fuck are you going, idiot? Wow, you're a dipshit. Wow, good one. Fucking people, man. Anyway, fucking idiots in traffic. There's debris all over the road. This jackass just like whips around me, and there's traffic. He just whips around me, weaving in and out of this debris like a fucking moron. An idiot, man. You're in that big of a hurry in your little fusion. Whatever, bro. Anyway, enough of the idiocy. Like I said, man, help people, enrich people, take people up under your wing. Give this shit away. Give this shit away. You can still make a fucking living. You know what I mean? I understand that people want to reach high levels of success and they want recognition and they want accolades, but how much is enough? You know what I mean? Like, how much do you really need to feel like you've achieved it? You know what I'm saying? Measure your success not only in intangible, like, worldly things and possessions and money and trophies and certificates and shit like that. What? Where the fuck are you going? There's fucking people everywhere. Fucking idiot. Fuck off. But God, fuck, see, people like this, they fucking pull me up out my composure, man. But measure it by the good that you do. Selflessly, man. I don't know. Anyway, I'm about to go get my post-workout meal on. Some chicken and some veggies, man. Keep it clean, keep it simple. Keep these gains rolling. Keep this fat trimming off. And I just want to say, man, to everybody that views and supports and likes and subscribes, man, I appreciate you guys, man, 100%, man, because, like I said, this isn't really just about me, man. It's about everybody, man. You know, I was thinking one night, you know, I just got sick of fucking the Facebook posts and trying to get shit out that way, because you lose so much intent with a platform like that. People got to be able to see your expression. They got to be able to hear your voice and to really get the message that you're trying to deliver, man. So that's another reason why I'm doing this, man, just to get that out there, man, and show you guys that it's not just about me just being a hard ass and being fucking hard on topics and being intolerant. Like, I'm convicted, man. I believe in the shit that I believe in, as well as everyone should. You know what I'm saying? Be passionate about life. Be passionate about your hobbies. Be passionate about your family. Be passionate about your dreams. Don't fucking half-step in anything, man. You gotta fucking go get this shit, homie. It's all just sitting out there waiting. And the more excuses that you make, the more time you fucking waste, bro. Sometimes I got so much to say, and I feel like I don't have the words to articulate the fucking emotion that I have. You know what I mean? It's right here. I just want to see people do well. You know what I'm saying? Man, I really do, man. I just want to see people do well. I want to see people thrive. You know what I mean? I look around and just see the disappointment on people's faces and just the anguish of the daily fucking rat race. You know, just the feeling of being trapped. You know, like no way out. Like, what am I doing all of this for? Like, what's the purpose? What's my purpose? Where am I going? You gotta figure that shit out. You gotta tell life where the fuck you're going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna fucking knock you down. It's gonna knock you around. It's gonna beat you up. You're gonna get lumped and bruised. All that shit, man. But every single person out there has it in them. Every single person out there has it in them, man. You've got that strength, man. It just manifests itself in different ways with everybody, man. You know? It really does. You gotta find your strength. You gotta find your power. You know, and tap that and channel that shit. And you may not find it this year. You may not find it next year. But don't give up on finding it, man. And the other thing to note is once you do find it, you've got to hone that shit. You've got to practice it. You've got to master that shit. You don't just come out the gate fucking harnessing it like fucking He-Man got his sword and mastered the, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just come out at the gate, you know, on top of your game. You got to fucking hone your craft. You got to fucking mold your power. You know what I mean? And you gotta wield it for good, man. You gotta do good shit with it. You know, one thing that I think about a lot is, you know, I don't want to leave this place and not be remembered for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done, like, this shit means a lot to me. You know, I've done some really shitty things in my life, man. I've hurt a lot of people, and I don't want to be remembered just for that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to be remembered as a thug and a convicted felon and a fucking hardhead. You know? I want to be remembered as someone who gave a fuck about people, who, with what I had to offer, tried to enrich the lives of the people around me. You know? Tried to help. Tried to make a difference. You know? I'm not reaching for a fucking comeback story here, but, you know, if that's what it ends up being, so be it. I just want to reach people, man. Because I know, like, right now, like, as we speak, there's a kids out there living the same life that I did, man, when I was growing up. You know, just kind of feeling lost in the shuffle and invisible. And like, they don't matter to anyone. You know, that sucks. You know, if you've never been through it, man, it's gonna be hard for you to understand, but I feel really passionate about that shit. You know, and it doesn't even have to be a kid, man. It could be a teenager, an adult, you know, a girl somewhere, a dude somewhere, you know, that still feels that way, you know, because they're not, as far as society is concerned, they're not remarkable in any way. You know what I mean? They don't stand out. They're not what's considered socially attractive. They're not super funny. You know, they're not outgoing. They don't develop friendships easily. You know, they may be socially awkward and shy. And even all those things considered, they may be all or just one of those things, but they're still people, man, and they still got a lot to offer. You can't count anybody out. Everybody's has worth. You know, and just right now, I was kind of inclined to apologize for getting emotional, man, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that because this is how I am. This is who I am. You know, one of the reasons why I get so frustrated with people and with myself, man, over the years, just doing stupid shit, is because I care, man. I care about people. And I want to see people do well. And it hurts, man. I get extremely frustrated when I see the people that I care about with the tools, man, that they just won't pick up. And I see the days just clicking by, man, and that's another day gone. Another day wasted, you know? You're like my friends that happen to be in active addiction, man. I worry all the time. I worry all the time, man, that I'm gonna get a phone call, a whatever, man. You know, I think you guys get the overall point, man. We all got to try for something better, and yeah, we all got to look out for ourselves, but collectively, man, we could all get so much further if we just had each other's backs, man, on certain levels, you know. And when I mean have each other's backs, man, I mean like just get active, you know what I mean? Like I was talking about with fitness, man, give that shit away. You know what I mean? If you see a homeless dude standing there with a sign and you got change in your cup holder, you know damn fucking well you ain't gonna spend it on shit. It's gonna sit there for weeks, maybe even months. It's probably been there for weeks and months. That fucking change doesn't matter to you. And who gives a fuck what that dude's gonna go fucking spend it on? Because 9 times out of 10, you're just, what are you gonna buy with it? A fucking pop? You know what I mean? Who cares? Give them that change, man. You know, go volunteer somewhere. You know, I read an article the other day that in the Seattle area, they're going to be opening up these little spots, man, where homeless people can go and shower and get cleaned up, wash their clothes, shave, whatever. And that's one of the biggest barriers. There's a lot of people out there that are employable, but they have nowhere to prepare themselves, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so when those open up, I plan on volunteering at that shit at least once a month, man. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to be state run. You know, it's going to depend on the community, man. And that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. Like, get involved. Like, get active. Do something. Help, man. This is your community. This is our world that we got to share and live in, man. If we all just walk around with our fucking eyes closed and our fucking hands in our pockets, you know, and all we look out for is our own self-interest. Fucking asshole. And, you know, don't try to help anyone at any time. You know what I mean? Buy fucking Girl Scout cookies. Do something, man. Do something.